Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Poker News Holiday Gift Guide, Part 1. And first, a message from our most loyal holiday season sponsors, D&B Publishing. D&B have many wonderful books, and the titles they've published recently continue their remarkable record. Jonathan Little's Excelling at Tough No Limit Hold'em Games, a must-have book if you have ambitions to move up the stakes. Mastering Small Stakes Pot Limit Omaha, a thoroughly comprehensive book that will give you all the tools you need to gain a huge edge at lower stakes play. Modern Poker Theory, the ultimate and comprehensive guide to no-limit hold'em poker based on GTO principles. Why Alex Beats Bobby at Poker, a journey through human psychology, game theory, easy-to-understand mathematics, and even philosophy. Winning Poker in 30 minutes a day, simple and direct advice, teaches the basics of winning at no limit hold'em with the help of over 30 appropriate and creative exercises. And finally, A Girl's Guide to Poker, this easy-to-read guide is ideal for the beginner or intermediate player. Most books read like a math textbook, this one reads like Cosmo. Go to dnbpoker.com for full details on these and many other titles. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a very special edition of the Poker News podcast. This is your yearly, your traditional, your holiday gift guide. For those who don't know, we do this in two parts. This week, the week of Thanksgiving, we will do the gift guide numbers 10 through 6, and then drum roll. As we move into December, we will have a more, traditional news episode and also 5 through 1 on our gift guide. Chad, I know you've been doing some serious research. Are you stoked on these gifts?
I'm actually pretty excited because when I was doing my research, I realized I've been putting off getting holiday gifts, and the holidays are right around the corner. It's just one of those years where other things have been on my mind. And so now it's been a great refresher that, okay, time to start thinking about the special people in my life and what I'm going to give them. And a lot of the special people in my life are poker players. And so it only makes sense that we spend some time looking at poker themed gifts. And I'm actually pretty excited about the list this year. There's some, great products, some great companies, and some I actually think, useful things that both poker fans and players will find very useful.
I think that's one of the issues that we run across with poker players is maybe some of them have everything that they need or want already. They have a tendency to just buy things when they want them, but also coming up with things that are kind of original, kind of unique. They're not as much the basic bitches, if you will. You can't buy them the Karen type presents. So you have to think outside the box. And I do always appreciate that about the gift guide. Obviously my husband is a poker player and likes playing poker. So it always helps me. And there are actually things on the list this year, which I have purchased for him before. Let's just get right into it. I am going to start it off with number 10, which is actually new to the list. I think I do not recognize this from the list last year, but it is something that I have heard a lot about this year. Range Trainer Pro. With Range Trainer Pro, memorizing your ranges has never been easier. Don't stare at your ranges hoping to somehow learn them. Let the Range Trainer test and expand your limits. With thousands of scenarios to quiz yourself, as well as the ability to upload your own ranges, Range Trainer Pro is the perfect holiday gift for yourself or a friend. And if you guys use, of course, this is, the best thing always about our list is that almost all of the gifts on the list will have a promotional code from PokerNews, which if you go onto our website, you can also access a direct link. The promo code for Range Trainer Pro is RTP, like Range Trainer Pro Holiday 25 for 25% off. Now, Chad, you're clearly the bracelet winner of the two of us, so probably better to talk about, but what really is the importance of ranges, and also how difficult is it to really hone, I guess, your range making skills?
It's kind of funny because when I did win my bracelet was back in 2013, which seems like a lifetime ago, and it really was a lifetime ago in the poker evolution, if you will, because ranges back then, while they were certainly a thing, weren't highly focused upon as they are nowadays. And I actually found myself between 2013 and now realizing like, look, my game may have fallen behind a little bit. I need to get more up to speed. And it's through things like this, like Range Trainer Pro and some other online training sites and tools, that I have been kind of refining my game or getting back up to speed, if you will, in the last couple of years, and definitely feel like my game has benefited. Range Trainer Pro specifically, I really like because they work closely with Learn Pro Poker. And in fact, it's KL Cleaton who founded this Range Trainer Pro. He's the manager at Learn Pro Poker with Ryan LaPlante. But, the Range Trainer Pro really, you can look at range charts online, but you can only absorb so much, right? Like Range Trainer Pro puts it into practice, if you will. They get thousands of different scenarios that you go through, test your knowledge. They have over 730 GTO tournament ranges. It's a really good, useful guide that is going to get you up to speed and really maybe even ahead of the curve when it comes to ranges, both on how to open up your own range or determine other players' ranges while you're playing at the poker table. So I highly recommend it. It's been very useful for me. And, I think it would make a great holiday gift for anybody really looking to learn more about ranges or take their game to the next level.
I think that you're so right. And that's why you're a bracelet winner. This is the kind of stuff that gets you bracelets. Well, number 9 on our list is the Killabee 9015 series gaming chair. And this is actually one that I personally have purchased for my husband. Okay, this is what really happened. He purchased it himself, okay, and he loved it. He was obsessed with it. There are some pictures of him I think I put on the Instagram. But when we moved from Las Vegas to Texas, I was like, listen, we're not going to bring all this furniture with us. It doesn't make sense. I don't want to haul everything around. I made him leave his gaming chair. He gifted it to one of our friends who lived down the hallway, who still has it and loves it, by the way. And he complains about it to me all the time. So I probably need to buy Heath a new gaming chair for Christmas this year. And fortunately for us, the Killabee 9015 series high back racing gaming computer chair with a footrest and massage support is designed for superior functional comfort as it features a multitude of adjusting systems and comfy seating, allowing users to sit both ergonomically and comfortably, even in long game sessions. The implant massaging function activates in the lumbar cushion to assist reduce or bump off the discomfort caused by strained or overworked muscles. Padded armrests offer considerable support to the upper torso, neck, and shoulders, which helps relieve fatigue and reduces the stress on shoulder and neck muscles. And I have to say, like, my husband's a big boy, and honestly, like when we buy him chairs, I usually have to be looking in like the big and tall chair section because they just don't make them for people his size. But this one worked fantastic. He could keep his tree trunk legs up, like no big deal. And yeah, so this is one of the things on the list that I can personally recommend.
Yeah, I think it's one that really appeals to me because I know I've been talking about it on other episodes of the Poker News podcast, that I'm setting up this little area in the basement where I'm going to podcast from. I might stream from, do some commentary from. It's kind of going to be my gaming zone, if you will. And I do not have a chair for it yet. I have just this old Miami Dolphins office chair that is on its last legs. So yeah, I could use a chair like this, the Killabee 9015. Definitely going to check it out and maybe put it on my Christmas list. If any of my poker friends or family want to get me a gift, this is certainly something I could make use of.
Do you hear that, Killabee? Do you hear that out there? We're trying to get some merch over here. And thinking about these Killabee's chairs has me thinking about one of our other sponsors. WSOP champions partner with BBO Poker Tables to bring signature poker tables to fans. Ever wish you had your own WSOP final table moment? Or give that gift to your favorite player? Joe Cotta, the youngest WSOP champion, and Jamie Gold, the winner of the largest prize pool ever, alongside Lexi Gavin and Alec Torelli, have partnered with BBO Poker Tables to debut their very own BBO Champion Series poker tables. The exclusive tables are designed by each champion and inspired by their own poker journey and final table story. These stunning tables are designed to be shared with poker players around the world and feature exclusive materials, layouts, and amenities such as USB chargers for player comfort. And learn about the inspiration behind each table at bbpokertables.com. BBO Poker Tables is the industry leader in professional and personalized poker tables, established in 2006 and recognized for their easy customization process, including the large selection of exclusive materials, playing surface artwork, and custom design services. BBO's mission is to help hosts throw unforgettable poker nights with friends and family in order to share unforgettable memories. And they back all of their tables with a lifetime warranty, free freight shipping, and is guaranteed to give your players table envy. Go to bbpokertables.com. Okay, number 8, poker night beer glasses and playing card coasters. Bring back the fun to your poker game with these poker night beer glasses. Freeze them for a crisp, refreshing beer at your next game or man cave get-together. They come as a set of 2, packaged in a quality gift box, good for yourself or that special poker player or beer lover in your life. Complete your poker experience with these ace playing card coasters. The attractive gift box contains 4 coasters, an ace in each card suit, the perfect game side accessory. Buy separately or take advantage of the discounted bundle, now available by clicking using the link on PokerNews.com. Now, Chad, do you have a lot of home game action in your spot in the Wisco?
So it's funny you asked this because yes, the answer is yes, but it's been recent, right? So 2020, with a lot of the casinos and card rooms being closed, I think we've seen a little uptick in home games, a resurgence, if you will. And we do have one. In fact, I just played a couple nights ago. I'm slated to play again tonight. And I was thinking about, when I was looking over our gift guide list, how these poker night beer glasses and playing card coasters would be excellent for our home game for a number of reasons. So like, if you ever do, like, our home game will occasionally say, when it's around the holidays, everybody bring a gift, right? And then if you first person to get a flush or something gets to pick the first gift, whatever they want, things like this. This would be a perfect gift for this, but it would also be perfect for being at the home game. At our home game, we have a little mini bar, we have lots of drinks flowing, and there's actually a freezer 6 feet from the poker table, which I just thought, putting these beer glasses in there to get them nice and frosty would be excellent. So I think this would be a great addition for my home game that I attend, but probably home games all across the country or all across the world.
Agreed. I'm all about the home game accessories. That's probably the woman in me. And I do we used to have home games in Vegas on the regular, and we have to find people here. We're actually, same as you, going to try to build a little mini man cave with a poker table in our garage. That's how we do things here in the South. We have people have TVs in their garages here, so we're gonna build it out in the garage. And I also was thinking it would be a cool white elephant. We have to bring stuff for Heath's family where it's like a gift that anybody can kind of get into. And but their number 7 on our list is something I think more specifically to people who are, very actively engaged in poker and love poker. And one of the cool things about gifts like this is that it's, a gift that can keep on giving, which basically means if you or your partner, your spouse, your loved one, your child, whomever it is, gets better at poker, it's better for everyone. Maybe they lose less money, maybe they make more money, depending on what they do in your life. But this PokerSnowie is actually something that I was just reading about yesterday. It's an AI, an artificial intelligence poker training tool. So it's meant to find your leaks, improve your games, treat your loved ones or yourself to the gift of bigger pots more often with one-of-a-kind AI-based poker training software, PokerSnowie. With transparency at its core, PokerSnowie not only gives you all the tools you need, it also reveals the strategy behind them. Play against PokerSnowie's powerful AI, yes, it has beaten the pros, and get real-time feedback on your performance. Analyze important hand histories for detailed stats on your cash games and tournaments. Improve with pre-flop advice, live advice scenarios, hand ranges, range advice, strategy advisors, and it's available, on all the platforms, Windows, Mac, Android, iOS. And this I think is really interesting because people are always asking me, how do you think the players are getting better? What do you think? What advice would you give to people who are trying to evolve their game? And generally speaking, poker players tell me they should get a coach. They need to get a coach probably. And so this seems like a sort of transition place where maybe you are not in a fiscal position to hire one-on-one, professional to coach you, but you're looking to have someone analyze the hands you're playing, looking to have something like find your leaks. Dude, computers can do it. This is 2020. It's almost 2021.
Yeah, this I think is a great tool for any poker player looking to improve. Like you said, it's just kind of it makes the process of using analytics and computers to improve something pretty simple to do, right? So me using a computer to, plugging in different things seems daunting. I'm not that tech savvy, but this with the PokerSnowie makes it pretty easy. Makes it a kind of a breeze. And what the other part that I really like about it is the real-time feedback. So just imagine you had the opportunity to sit down and play, some poker with your favorite poker pros, maybe Daniel Negreanu and Doug Polk, we'll say, because they're in this heads-up challenge, right? Let's imagine you're the third, you get to play three-handed, you sit down with these two guys and you're playing. You're probably going to get your butt kicked, but what they imagine if they were able to just be like, all right, here's what you did wrong right away, right after the hand, and guide you through step by step how to get better. That's basically what PokerSnowie does. It is an AI, but this AI is vastly superior than most poker players. Like it has that computerized bank of all things poker that is going to tell you exactly what to do, help analyze your game, improve your game. It's definitely a program that I would recommend for anybody looking to take their game to the next level. It might not be, the sort of thing an absolute amateur beginner wants to get into, but if you're like me and you play games like 1-3 no limit hold'em, you play tournaments from $20 buy-ins on up, you're going to get some use out of PokerSnowie for sure.
It's like you mentioned yesterday on the podcast that Matt Berkey calls Landon Tice a sim. Basically, we're all trying to get to the place where we're poker robots. So this just seems like one step in the right direction. And
right.
finally,
And even if you, Sarah, real quick, even if you don't want to become a poker robot, it's important to understand how the robot operates, right? Because a lot of players are getting that way. So it's important to understand that your robotic opponents and how they play and things like that. So that's part of what I'm finding when I'm studying is I don't want to become a robot. I want to understand it. I do want to incorporate some aspects of it, but I still want to have a little personality and flair in it. I find it very useful. Like, now I see what my opponents are doing. This is because this is what the sim is telling them to do.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And actually, I think a lot of great players have mentioned something sort of to that extent, that maybe GTO, quote unquote, is not the way that they want to play, but that they need to know and understand it either way. And finally, number 6 on our list is, in the similar vein, but kind of on the whole other side of the spectrum, which I think most of the great minds that Chad and I both talk to, most of the poker brains that are at the very top of the high stakes, the players that are at the top of their game, are not only focused on how to keep their gameplay right, but also how to keep their mind right. So players are looking at meditation, how to avoid tilt, how to, optimize their brain in tons of different ways. And I would say that really Elliot Rowe is at the forefront, probably the premier, sort of coach for mind training. And he has a poker masterclass. Elliot Rowe's A Game Poker Masterclass. A Game Poker Masterclass. It's for those who are really serious about getting an edge on the tables and in life. The A Game Poker Masterclass is the premier mindset training course on the market where Elliot boils down everything he's learned working with the game's best players into an engaging 6-module online video course. The course consistently gets rave reviews from those who complete it and is known as one of the highest quality video training products on the market. Endorsed by Phil Galfond and Fedor Holz, this is a can't miss gift for the poker player looking to make 2021 the best year ever.
Yeah,
I just talked to Kristen Bicknell. She was just saying Elliot Rowe has completely changed my mind space.
I was just going to say, anytime you hear the name Elliot Rowe, it is going to be quality. The top poker pros in the world have worked with him. They credit him a great deal with, getting them to the level that they are at and for their successes. And having worked in the poker world for a very long time, he is somebody that just has been around and he's doing a lot for the game. You don't think about it because he's not revolutionizing strategy, if you will. He's not writing strategy books or what have you, but there's a whole nother aspect to poker success, and that is the mind. And poker's a tough game. I've struggled with the ups and downs, letting it get the better of me at times, and finding myself needing to improve my mental game. And I haven't done this particular class yet. The A Game Poker Masterclass definitely appeals to me. I think it's something I might give a whirl. I know that something like this does tend to be a little more pricey, if you will, but I think the investment is definitely worth it. I know with this particular masterclass that once you buy it, you have lifetime access to it, so you can keep going back whenever you may need it. And honestly, for the price, you're going to recoup that in what you gain and how it will improve your mindset at the poker table. I can pretty much guarantee that. It's certainly been the case with me whenever I've invested in poker mental training, if you will. It's getting right in the poker mindset is going to have big dividends down the road.
I just honestly, I've been doing this list, if you will, for many years now, I guess, however long I've been on the podcast. So probably 6 years or something like that. And I have to say, this is one of the most well-balanced and I think actually realistic lists I've seen since I've joined the podcast. This is stuff that I think it's interesting, it's unique, but these are all gifts that I think are givable. They span some different bankroll situations, different levels in your poker playing life. And this is not the end. Of course, this is just the first 5 in our list. And then the final 5 we will do next week, along with our more traditional news stories, which it just seems like a lot of times, November and December, there's not that much going on, like EPT Prague, maybe like there's like some stuff that goes on at the Bellagio. It's usually not that crazy, but this year it's all crazy. Maybe we're having World Series. I don't know what's happening, but Chad, what are you going to be doing for Thanksgiving?
I am going to go over to my sister's house with the family. My mom, dad, my sister's boyfriend, my niece. We'll all be over there. We'll have some fun, eat some good food, play some fun games, and try to be safe during these crazy times. It's certainly going to be a little bit different than most Thanksgivings, but we certainly do like the family time, and I'm looking forward to it because I've been trying to get a little bit more in shape, a little healthier. So I've been eating pretty good, but I've already told myself it's Thanksgiving. Everything goes, right? So I'm just going to get all that stuffing. I'm going to eat those desserts. I'm definitely looking forward to it. How about you, Sarah? What's the plan?
Yeah, I'm going to Heath's family's in Waco, which is always,
I believe it's pronounced wacko.
In Waco. They do a solid spread there. I'm very much looking forward to that. And we may or may not chat. I was just trying to work out some of my plans and what have you for Christmas and for the rest of the year. And you and I may very well be seeing each other for the new year in Las Vegas again, which I just never in my wildest dreams imagined, but I'm planning my life for that right now. So I hope we can see each other. I hope that you get some of these gifts that you really have clearly, I don't know who you might need to send this podcast to whoever is buying things for you this year, because it seems like this was very spot on for you. And we of course appreciate you guys listening. If you're interested in some of the links, the discount codes, more information about all of these things, there's testimonials, there's all that out there. The gift guide exists on PokerNews.com already. It's just PokerNews.com/news/2020 something/holiday gift guide. You can just search Poker News Holiday Gift Guide 2020 and you will definitely stumble upon it. Or I'm sure Chad will put a link to that article in this. Thank you guys so much. Deuces.